welcome back to an incredibly long overdue Shaman video. This is a deck that I created with Kumagoro at the beginning of the year, and then never actually edited together the video because of who I am as a person. So apparently I also never did a intro to it, so I'm looking back on the deck to see how much of it I can remember. So it was built around Meren of Cardinal Toth. Whenever another creature you control dies, get an experience counter. Beginning of your end step, choose a type creature card in your graveyard. If its CMC is less than equal to the number of experience counters, return to the battlefield, otherwise return to your hand. So obviously this wants you to sacrifice things and stock your graveyard. And at some point, I don't 100% remember exactly why we decided to go for a Fauna Shaman deck, which obviously it works well enough with Meren. You don't need to sacrifice. You don't need things to die. It just gets an improved effect if you get experience counters. But if all you really need is to have creatures in your graveyard, so that's fine. So we've got Fauna Shaman to search up Merens and stop the graveyard. Score a Tribe Elder. Obviously, ramp up into the turn 3 Meren and trigger it after it's come into play. Elvish Visionary is just sort of a fodder card and jump block with it or whatever, and it just helps smooth out the deck. Eternal Witness, sort of one shot of Meren's ability, but obviously since the ETB it doesn't matter if it dies instantaneously. And then there's a bunch of one-offs, so the Fauna Shaman thing, so Rex Sage for artifacts and enchantment destruction, pair of Vampire Nighthawks just as a very solid sort of mid-game blocker, and sort of late game it can fly over and help you race. Plaguecrafter, which is a sort of upgraded version of those. Each player sacrifices a creature effect. Bone Shredder is just the sort of Doomblade, repeatable Doomblade that with Meren. Nice thing is that since it sacrifices itself, if you just don't pay the Echo, you don't need to add anything else to get this back repeatedly. Mazirek, Crawl Death Priest. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a 1/1 counter on each creature controls. It's just like a big finisher, as is Trana, except it's a big flying removal on a stick. And a couple of Grave Packs. Whenever a creature you control dies, each of the players sacrifices a creature. Obviously potent with the sacrificing effects. Vampire Hexmage is just a sort of, again, it's a Fauna Shaman target that's good against Planeswalkers or any of the various shenanigans that can be done with counters. And an Essence Warden. Just a cheap source of repeatable life gain. And then a bit of interaction at the low end, Inquisition, Cabal Therapy, more sacrifice outlets and fatal costs. It's always good, but this deck is especially good at being able to get revolts. And then beyond that, the Phyrexian Tower is another sacrifice outlet. Help you get like a turn 3 Meren or something with sacrificing one of the 2-drop creatures. Westvale Abbey, some other sacrifice outlet that and a finisher. Plus the fetch lands that I had at the time. Not quite the most appropriate ones, but that's what they were That's what I had. Okay, I think that is everything, and I believe I had a buy in the first round, so the like all good stories, is going to start in the middle in round 2. Right after that, the vicious beatdown against gave to the buy in round 1. I'm here for round 2 against Dion Mag. On the draw, I mean, I presume I lost the die roll. Not a lot of decks where that doesn't mean you're on the draw. Okay, here we go. It seems like an acceptable hand. And we're against the Locust deck, so that seems horrible for me. This is probably Scarecrows. Dion Mag plays that a lot. Essence 1 just on time. So, Scarecrow. Sacrifice a Scarecrow, draw a card, return target artifact, creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. So I could sacrifice the Elder now, have 4 mana next turn, play the Meren, or I could save the Elder to trigger Revolt to be able to kill this Scarecrow. Then put like an Essence Warden and an Elvish Vision. I mean, the Meren's not even that amazing here. It's just going to get back a Sakura Tribe Elder, so I think I'm going to go for the Fatal Push line. And that is a horrible draw. No, artifact, non-black creature. Let's grab a forest. Kill the crone. And play a visionary. I suppose I should have done that first. Oh well. Nothing relevant was drawn. Oh, the Scarecrow. Okay. Significantly fewer fatal pushes to deal with that. Yeah, I guess I'm just going for a Meren. And back comes the Elder. And back comes the Scarecrow. And another fatal push. Well, killing one of the Scarecrows now seems incredibly pointless for reasons that we're just demonstrated to us. So I'm going to go Let's Visionary first. Ooh, a Rex Sage. That is much better than a Bone Shredder here. Okay. Let's try Elder. Sacrifice it. I'm doing all of this pre-combat just so I can S6 this turn. I could attack with the Elvish Visionary just because it gets blocked by the Scarecrow and triggers Meren again, puts the Visionary in the graveyard to get to come back, so I think I'm actually going to do that. Okay, just blocking the Meren. Just kind of looks like DMI's really got nothing going on here. So this time I'm going to attack again. I assume the same thing will happen, and then I'll Rex Sage the other Scarecrow. And do the same thing with Sakura Tribe Elder again. Okay. DMAG finally gets a Cloud Post. This is... yeah, it's just 2, 3, and then these don't actually generate any extra mana, it's just one with only a Cloud Burst that generates 2. So attack with everything. Let's play a Drana. Let's sacrifice the Tribe Elder again. Strip out all the basics out of the deck. I think at this point, what I'm scared of is another locust rather, into an all his dust, but that did not happen. So it seems like I got pretty lucky there that the Cloud Burst deck failed to get any Cloud Posts and stumbled on mana. Well, this is not altogether inspiring. The Fauna Shaman does help a bit, I suppose. So DMI Mulligan down to 5. Bottoms the draw. And this to me suggests no Cloud Posts in hand, playing the Golden Post on turn 1. And okay, there's a Cloud Post. Maybe that came off the top. And here is something to discard to Fauna Shaman. And not going to do anything else. Okay, so tons of mana now. Oh, let's go for it. I guess the Scarecrow at this point is not so terrifying. Play the Elder. And then hold up the Fallen Shamer activation. Yeah, this is tons and tons of mana I'm facing. Scuttlemutt. Tiger Reach, add 1 mana. Constant colour or colour to your choice. Possibly this is just going to be something that is eaten by a Scarecrow. Yep. Something that's going to be brought back by a Scarecrow. It also looks like that. I definitely want to discard this Bone Shredder. What do we want to get with it? Reclamation Sage is obviously not horrible here. Meren's not bad. Let's just grab a Rex Sage. Let's take out the Scarecrow. It's going to be sacrificed to itself, I assume. Yep. So this is 4, 8, 12, 13. So I think probably the scariest thing that the Cloud Post deck is likely to have at this point is Ugin. So I think that's what I'm going to name first. No, just the Scufflemutt. Okay, that's not the scariest thing in the world. So yeah, let's just pass the turn, I think. I don't think flashing back the Cabal Therapy on a Scufflemutt is necessary. Why is Diomag adding 10 mana to his pool? Okay, it's not his dust. So that is annoying, but certainly not unbeatable. I think I'm just going to run out Sakura Tribe Elder here. I'll hold up the Faithful Pushes. Go for Grave Pact. And Scarecrow. Just trying to figure out, is there a reason to sacrifice the Elder now? Yeah, I don't know. Let's just do it. And a Heat Doll. So that's a little bit annoying. But again, not the end of the world. I guess I'm just going to Meren. Or I could kill the heap doll. This one. Eternal Witness back. Tribe Elder or something. Let's kill the heap doll. And play Meren out. Yeah, heap doll gets sacrificed. Grab Reclamation Sage, I think. Another heap doll. Which also just gets sacrificed. Bring back the other Scarecrow. And sacrificing the Skeleton Mod. And there's Ugin to completely ruin my day. Yeah, -4. To exile all my permanents. Let's take out the Scarecrow, I guess. Which will presumably just get sacrificed to itself again. Oh, I should have waited until end of turn because of that. That was a mistake. I'm about to get ruined, am I? Because this looks like it's the Scarecrow Lord. Yep. Still an artifact though. And it gets sacrificed. And then I need to Eternal Witness back a fatal push to kill the Scarecrow. Stop all these shenanigans from continuing. Although again, it does get to just sacrifice itself. And now I'm left in a position where I've got a pair of 2/1s facing down an Ugin, which is not good. In case that wasn't clear. Oh, and the opponent has 4 cards in hand. Expedition map. What's that going to grab? Academy Ruins. Presumably going to get back the Reaper King, I think. Yep, Reaper King back on top of the library. And I'm probably going to have to draw something. Ooh, that is not bad at all. I was about to say I'm going to have to draw something real good to not want to have to not want to concede, but that is a good one. Guess I should have attacked with the Eternal Witness first. Well, at least takes out the game. But I mean, obviously now I'm in a position where every single turn, DM likes to have a good draw. Okay, no, I just wanted to concede. I don't want to fight through that again. And another fairly unimpressive hand. Right, it's not quite bad enough to want to mulligan though. There's an expedition map. Just go for a Fallen Shaman. Well, that's one cloud post. At least nothing, no other posts have been played as of yet. Visionary, and then we ditch this Nighthawk. Grab another Eternal Witness. I'm going to Eternal Witness. Grabbing a Marsh Flats back. And my plan is to Fallen Shaman for a Mazarek. Just as a means of actually applying a bunch of pressure. It's a second cloud post, so that is dangerous. And there's a Scufflemat. Visionary can go. Well, I don't mind being able to save the fetch land until after I played the Mazarek. So now we're hoping for no All This Dust and no Ugin. That's not unreasonable, is it? I mean, trading off the Scufflemat kind of implies neither of those. don't pop it. Okay, so that is also a problem. So that literally kills all of my creatures and puts a 4/4 into play. Oh, sorry, not all of them, not the visionary. And it's a 7 mana card, so no fatal pushing that. I'm going to grab Mazarek back. Play out the Elder. And just sit back and hope horrible things don't happen to me. More card posts. And there's Reaper King. And a Heap Doll. So horrible things are happening to me. Just taking out one of the lands, it's not the worst thing ever. Is there another Scarecrow coming to ruin me there? No, what's that now? Just going to take the 5. I'm going to fatal push this Heat Doll. Just so that something relevant gets sacrificed to Grey Pact. Talking the Flying Shaman, okay, don't super care about that. Okay, let's see what we're facing. Kind of assume this is not going to hit anything, but he's showing me what's going on in the opponent's hand. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm playing a Grave Pact. So this is going to be a Decree of Justice for just game-winning amounts at this point. Alright, well let's trade these off I suppose. Maybe the Decree of Justice is going to get cycled here. And then it's just tokens that are going to die. suppose at least in response to that, I can sacrifice this Crow Tribe Elder. One of these big things will at least die. And they're 14 1/1 tokens. So yeah, I'm just dead. Okay, here we go. Round 3 against Love Taps MTG on the draw. And yeah. It's a sketchy one. I think Love Taps often plays aggro decks. Although, I'm not 100% sure about that. I mean, there's a good chance that Reclamation Sage isn't very useful. I'm just going to mulligan it. Okay, well, seems functional. Okay. Seal of Fire makes me think of what am I thinking? 2-mana guy. Is it Delirium? 4 different card types in the graveyard guy. This makes me. This looks like a divest. Artifact or creature card. Okay, I'm losing something then. Possibly the Meren, just as it's the most grindy card. Elvish Visionary screws up my curve completely. Yeah, that goes to the Visionary. So let's just draw a 2-drop here. Or not. There's another divest. So it kind of looks like I'm probably not going to be doing anything for a while. Okay, no, there goes the Meren. So now I get to keep a Vampire Nighthawk. But I just don't really have any power going on. See if they survive. Survive at least until the end of the turn. And Searing Blows. Okay. Well, this Mazarek is certainly looking pretty bad. Yeah. Virtus the Veil. Oh, this is Azriz, isn't it? What? Why is it offering me the ability to use the Virtus the Veiled? When this creature enters the battlefield, target player may put Gorm into their hand from the library. Oh, so you oh, you can target someone else. I presume that means he doesn't have a Love Taps doesn't have a Gorm in the deck. Right, let's go. Kill the Virtus so I don't lose half my life. Another fetch land's not the worst because it means I can play Mazirek and then it doesn't die to Seal of Fire. Oh, there's another Virtus. But I mean, I might actually just have to trade this off with the Virtus just to, again, not take half my life. It's half the life rounded up. Azra Blade Seeker. When it enters the battlefield, each player on your team may discard a card, and each player who discards a card this way draws a card. Pretty sure I know 1v1. Each player on Love Taps' team is Love Taps. So yeah, discarded a Badlands. Not willing to trade the Versus for the Mazarek at this point. Okay. Let's play this Bone Shredder. Kill the Azra. I mean the Azra Blade Seeker, they're all Azras. And I think I probably am actually going to end up paying for this Bone Shredder, paying the Echo on this Bone Shredder, just because a 1/1 versus a Veiled is fine, and more creatures for Mazarek is also good. Okay. So I guess I can at least grow the Bone Shredder, and probably I'm forced to Seal of Fire to be used on Mazarek as well. And Mazarek works for any player, so Seal of Fire triggers it as well. I mean, this is still only a 5/5 and taking 5 damage, but Bone Shredder is fairly beefy now, at least. I mean, he's actually Mardu deck. Searing Blaze plus something else, I presume. Let's see the fire. Okay, so Love Taps is out of cards. I'm out of creatures. I'm going down to 4 here, I think. Yeah, it hits me down to 9. And then it triggers and takes half my life rounded up. The Westvale Abbey tokens. I mean, I can't make a lot of them, but they are. Yeah, this seems more reliable. Simply because if I just make a Westvale Abbey token and it just dies in response, then still getting hit by Virtus. Whenever opponents are dealt common damage, any of that damage is dealt by Warrior, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Okay. Well. The only thing that this targets I've seen is Seal of Fire. It's not very effective against Seal of Fire. Oh, well, I guess I'm going down to Lightning Ball range. Love Tax is drawing extra cards. Whereas on your team controls have haste. But a Faithful Push isn't the worst. Just need to dodge Lightning Bolt for a couple of dozen turns until I can get enough creatures to get Omendal out. So going down to 2 puts me in Seal of Fire range, but I've already gone through 2 of them. Yeah, I've got to assume that they are more afraid of creatures than, and I need something to block creatures with than the difference between 3 life and 2 life. If I draw a creature, I can grab a Vampire Nighthawk with this. Or just an Eternal Witness bring back a Vampire Nighthawk. That's another Vertus the Veiled, okay. Getting hit by this will actually kill me. Go down to 1 and then lose half my life rounded up. Okay, Cabal Therapy. What am I naming? Yeah, I don't know. Let's just pass the turn. And Searing Blaze, and I'm dead. Maybe that was something to name with Cabal Therapy. I should have thought about how long it had been since a Love Tap would play the land. Maybe that was being held in hand. That must have been held in hand, and landfall wasn't forthcoming. Okay, no lands. Tons of land and a Grey Pact. I don't really want to go down to 5. I'm sure I'll draw some creatures off the top. Yeah, perfect. And I am also divest proof. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like a divest is coming. That would have been a nice thing to to have. I'll see the fire. So I suppose this will out to be able to kill my Sakura Tribe Elder before a creature comes down after I play Grey Pact. So that's for Blade Seeker. It's the I think looting is draw and then discard. What's discard and then draw? Is that rummaging goblin or something? Sure, I could do with less of these lands. So he's trying to decide whether attacking here makes any difference. Yep, divest. Perfect. I crafted my hand exactly to be good against divest. Hey, hey. Well, I suppose if I play it now, it's just going to get Sealer fired. So I prefer to play it after Lataps plays a creature, so that it'll trade, or true Grave Pact at least. There's Virtus. You know what? I think I will get Gorm the Great this time. Oh, I couldn't find it. But, I mean, it's shuffled the deck, so I mean, I should get some creatures now. I think, pretty sure how that's how it works. Yep, definitely. Uh, so play Fauna Shaman. I think I'm gonna pass. No, actually, let's play. I mean, play Phyrexian Tower. And kind of hope Seal of Fire gets used on the Shaman, so I can bring it back with Eternal Witness. Don't especially want this or a Tribe Elder right now. I mean, I guess maybe this won't work, so he'll just attack with Virtus, and I'm kind of forced to block. I don't really want to go down to 9. So yeah, I guess that was wrong. I should have gotten Tribe Elder back. That's not super good against the Brave Pacts. No, well, no. Oh no. Now I'm vulnerable to divest. Right, Tribe Elder. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to sacrifice Tribal and actually start getting in. Suppose you could start. Oh, lightning bolting me. Maybe determined that. What types have decided that Grave Pact essentially renders creatures irrelevant. So their only hope is to just burn me out. Oh, just now the Razra Blade Seeker. Touching the Blood Crypt. Bone Shredder. Alright. Yeah, 2 damage to me. You got 14 points of damage of bird in hand. Certainly hope not. Okay, no, good. And another one lander. On the draw with a Cabal Therapy and a Sakura Tribe Elder. What could possibly go wrong? Love taps mulligan to 6 and bottoms the card. Wait, did I say I was on the draw? I'm on the play. Okay. Okay, I just passed turn. No divests. No lands. Okay, what is that? 2 mana Azra. That draws cards when they hit players, or warriors hit players. It is Mind Blade Render. So that'd be one I wouldn't mind taking the Cabal Therapy. Virtus is obviously also very scary. I think I'm going to go for Mind Blade Render. What the? Okay, well, Tap's conceded to that. Price progress and a horrible user interface for the fuse cards. So this is, yeah, 2 copies of Wear and Tear. a price of prayers and a bunch of lands. Not really sure. I decided to concede in response to the whiffing Cabal therapy, but there you go. Okay, we've got a bonus match against AJ here to make up for that bye I had in round 1. Kind of hope AJ's not playing a Cloud Post, but he might be. It's not a good hand, but I'm keeping it. Yep. Oh, there's an expedition map. I should probably just play the Tribe Elder. I don't necessarily see Inquisition becoming anything too relevant. I'd rather use my own mana efficiently. There's the map. And there is the Cloud Post. Let's just route Meren. With there's 2 mana not being used. I do just think that the odds of Inquisition not just completely whiffing are too high. I know we get a Tribe Elder back. Let's see what Visionary gives us. I think this time I'm inclined to just burn the Inquisition, just because it doesn't really. I want to play the Tribe Elder anyway. Mishra's Self-Replicator, Associated Assembly Workers, Ulamog, Cavern of Soul. I do actually hit something. Worker Assembler. So this is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana next turn. So still only one of the assemblers and not enough for Ulamog. Why did he not play this though? Anyway, maybe you're reading me for a fatal push. We want to sacrifice Tribe Elder. And then bring it back. There's the cavern. This is probably going to be a problem. self-assembler. So that's what I got drawn. Search your library for an assembler. Work over each card with it and put into your hand. Oh, and this is the improvised one. So we can cast that as well. I'm just going to attack because then I can bring Elvish Visionary back. If he blocks it, which he doesn't. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, this is pretty far from impressive, but I think I'm going to Sakura Tribe Elder, sacrifice it, bring it back with the Witness, and play it again. On. And put it back to be remerined. Mistress Self-Replicator. Whenever you cast a historic spell, you may pay 1 if you do create a token that's a copy of Mistress Self-Replicator. And a Cogwork Assembler. And another Mistress Self-Replicator. This just gives me a target for Fatal Push, I suppose. I think I'm just going to trade these two off for the Foundry Assembler. That is certainly not great. Use Fatal Push on anything I can. Let's just pass the turn. Bring back E-Witness. Bring back Tribe Elder, I guess. And that's now in the mag range. I probably can't beat the mag. Looks like he's sticking with the assembly worker, flooding me with assembly worker. Oh, this is. I thought you could only grab more copies of itself, but this is any assembly worker. Oh no. Should have made a Westvale Abbey token. Take the cog worker. I nearly have to beat Ulamog now. Candelabra. And here's Ulamog. As well as a bunch of Microsoft replicator triggers. So I'm losing Meren. And probably the game along with it. Well, Ulamog is a non-artifact and non-black creature, but it does also have indestructible, unfortunately. Also, I can't beat the rest of the board either, so irrelevant on 2 counts. Nope. No. This is just a horrible hand. And this is also even worse. And what a nightmare. Okay, perfect hand. AJ at least joined me in mulliganing hard. Well, only down to 5. Lucky devil. And I even got to put his card on top. This is completely unreasonable. Score a Tri-Babble into Meren as Clan Nail Toth, though. That's all you need to win a game. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably have to. If there's a map in there, I need to grab it. Okay, so a pair of candelabras and a new game. candelabras don't do anything quite yet. No, that was an Erda's factory in hand that I just dismissed. The Mishra's factory must have been drawn. Okay, that doesn't do very much. Wait, let me double check. Does Ugin get hit by Inquisition of Kozilek? 8? No, 8's more than 3, so yeah, that's not very useful. There's the other factory. And just an assembly worker in more ways than one. Oh, that was incorrect. I've got an airborg, I should have grabbed a forest. I mean, I can hold this in hand in the hopes of drawing a fatal push or something to take this out, and then play a crafter away the Ugin out of hand. Although, if I do get to Meren mana, I can just bring back the Plague Crafter, and then I would want to have got rid of the Assembly Worker in play. Oh, this is the improvised thing. Oh dear. So I'm getting beaten down for 5. Beaten down for 6. Yeah, but not enough mana to do that again. Okay. Good. Let's grab a Plague Crafter. Target assembly worker creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn, so I can't block here. Otherwise, Mistress Factory can ruin my day. Card worker assembler. Is it best to play out Vampire Nighthawk? It might be. Do with a bit of life gain. And let's just throw an Inquisition into my own graveyard, I suppose. Oh, I got another Candelabra. I don't expect that to be particularly relevant, but at least I did get something. Yeah, just attack with Meren. Playcrafter. Sacrifice the Playcrafter. Now we can score a Tribe Elder, sacrifice that, and then bring it back. Attack the Vampire Nighthawk. I suppose there's not that much value in bringing back a reanimating a Tribe Elder. Let's just bring back the Playcrafter again. Assembly Worker, the Assembly Worker. So sacrifice the Playcrafter, brings Meren up to, or me up to 3 experience counters technically, which means I can bring the Playcrafter back again. I'm just going to attack, since there's no way to make this. We're going to have to block Meren. Okay, let's attack for 5. And then I'm going to went this back the Playcrafter. Take out one of the cards in his hand, and then Meren back the Playcrafter and get another one. There goes Ulamog. I don't know, all this dust is gone. So he's sticking with you, good. But there we go. Alright, well, I did not expect to beat Cloudburst after mulliganing to 4. But obviously, AJ mulliganed to 5, and my deck can at least operate on fewer lands. It seems a bit too horrible. This doesn't. Sure. Let's keep that. Well, an expedition match, but a expedition map, but no other lotuses is not the worst. Just go for Sakura Tribe land drop. Surprisingly, he grabs a Cloud Post. swamp. Oh well, I've got an answer to Ugin at least. I want to try and take the risk to try and draw another land. Nope. Starting to think I probably shouldn't have kept that Eternal Witness on top. And that's a receiver, so that's 2 card posts now. So things are starting to look, and that's the third one. Things are starting to look a lot worse for me. Drama, just what I didn't need. Let's just see when it's back the Trivelver. Alright, that's great. Sky Sovereign Console Flagship. That's the one that does 3 damage when it enters, and 3 damage when it attacks to a creature or planeswalker. Unfortunately, Mishra's Factory, you can make yourself a 3/3 to not this turn because the Sky Sovereign's got so many signals, but the flagship can actually be crude. Right, well, just a Trivelver, and I guess I'm attacking for 1. I can kill the Mishra's Factory with the Fatal Push, so I can only do this once, but you're still getting hit for 6 and eating, I guess, just an Elvish Visionary. But that is a lot of mana. It's going to be like a Nugamog maybe. Self-Replicator. Okay, so this is spiraling out of control at a very rapid pace. This is going to be an improvised thing as well. He's not even going to have the good graces to allow me to make use of my Fatal Push. So yeah, I'm going to be taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 17, 19, 21. So I'm pretty sure I'm dead, whatever I do here. Yeah, that was fairly. I was going to say it's fairly brutal, but it's just fairly. That's a fairly clunky start, really. Alright, there we have it. Kind of unfortunate that I faced two Cloud Post decks, because I don't think the deck's very good against that. Yeah, I mean, generating value with Meren or whatever is not quite as effective as simply Ugaining or Ulamogging or just whatever the colorless board wiper is. What's it called? All this dust. The way to fix that would be Fulminator Mage. Yeah, Fulminator Mage with art. Not really sure how expensive it is at the moment, but it seems to be the sort of card that fluctuates fairly wildly in value, so could probably pick that up at some point at an affordable cost. But Fulminator Mage plus Meren, Fulminator Mage is a Shaman, would be a good way of shutting down those big mana decks. And something can be searched up with Fallen Shaman. Other things, Vampire Hex Mage wasn't very useful, but Ugin was the only thing I faced that had any counters, and Hex Mage is not a super good solution to Ugin, especially trying to stage it up with Fallen Shaman in response to an Ugin. It's not super great. Bone Shredder also was pretty bad against, but that was partially because I faced two Cloud Post decks. Playcrafter was much better. I was able to lock AJ out of that game. I'm molding them down to 4. I don't really remember why I put Essence Warden in the deck. I don't know, it doesn't seem very good. And not sure about Drama or Mazarek. Mazarek's powerful, but I think they don't need more sort of zero cost sacrificing effects like Sakura Tribe Elder and more fetch lands to make it make sense. So I mean, it's powerful, but you need a board presence and sources of sacrifice to really get it going. So maybe it's just too clunky. Jana never really came up, so I don't know. Maybe there's something that can has more better at applying pressure on its own than Mazarek or Jana that would be good as Foreign Shaman targets. Though an Inquisition was kind of fairly clunky against the Cloud Post decks. I'm sure Thoughtseize must be super expensive at the moment. It's Pioneer, so can't imagine I'll be upgrading that anytime soon. Alright, I think that's everything. Thank you for watching.